Welcome everybody back to From the Depths campaign mode. So, since last time, I've finished building the rest of this battlecruiser, and the fleet has been assembled here. And if we have a little look on our minimap here, the entire enemy force has gathered into one location. So I think we'll let them go a little bit more this way before we make an attack, just so we can take a little bit less damage going from here to here. Now, I have also taken the liberty of filling up the cargo ship, so that's back here by the main fortress, so that'll be able to come back up and through the channel and resupply our forces as needed. However, the new battlecruiser seems to be doing really well as far as resources are concerned, topping off here and at the couple of points here where we destroyed things earlier. Now, the rest of the fleet here is also gathered, so we'll have plenty of escort, and we won't have to worry too much about incoming damage, as it will be hopefully spread out between most of the fleet. Now, you may have noticed that there's quite a bit more territory that we've taken since last episode, and the reason being is because I rebuilt the spy satellite, which is here, capturing this particular square. The idea was I just run around, capture a couple little things, because this thing is really fast. Like, if I clicked it and moved it over here, it would be pretty instantaneous. So this is kind of just broadcasting the enemy's location to us at this point, and we'll hopefully be able to take our nice battle fleet here and move them a little bit further into the channel, and, well, we'll see how they do. And here come the preliminary enemy forces. They are sending a couple of smaller ships, and yes, this is going to be a maximum sized fleet battle, I can already tell. We have a Tortuga, a scuttle gun, a resource zone fishing hole looking thing, and what's up here? We've got a Marauder. Another Marauder and a Stormworks, or is that a Steamworks? I don't know. Either way, these guys are all around here. Didn't we have a Prowler or something around here as well? I thought we did. It appears that we did not have a Prowler up here. So we should be good. These should be relatively easy to kill enemies. And we will actually... We are making sure that we're in battle here. So let's take these guys and fight these first. I don't particularly feel like capturing anything here, so we should be okay to not capture it. And since this ship is obviously our new flagship, let's go ahead and put it in first. Now we're going to position it at kind of an angle so we can fire all guns onto this and kind of bounce the shells from these guys. And then these guys, I mean, they should probably spread out a little bit more. Let's get the other battleship at a broadside, and all of the missile cruisers just kind of interspersed around here, and this one can be at the front to take the brunt of the blows. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Should be good. Let's go. First cram cannon shots appear to have missed, but that is to be expected as it was the first salvo. So let me actually turn our AI on to doing things so that they can move around and such. Looks like our whole fleet has managed to join the fight, or at least the vast majority of it. Did they already lose a ship? It appears that they might have. Yeah, I think they just lost their resource collector. And is this the... What is this? It's an aircraft carrier. I didn't know they had aircraft carriers. Ooh. Did we lose something, or is that their little ships going down? It kind of looks like their little ships are going down. Oh yeah, our AA guns are opening fire on whatever those things are. Okay. Good to know that they are working as intended. Ooh, fire on that, please. Can you fire on that? I'd prefer it if you wouldn't waste your big guns on those. But if you do manage to land a hit, that's going to be pretty epic. Okay, there we go. They're dead. Okay, let's watch the big guns and see if they are capable of taking out... oh. Looks like our forces have managed to down their aircraft carrier, so that's good. And their Marauder is moving in, so that'll be dead in 10 seconds. And our little ship looks like it's going to ram. Do it. Come on, ram. Yes. Ooh, slow down. Or he's just going for the resource. He's like, I don't need your marauder. We just need this resource zone. Those little missile boats are always so hilarious to watch. Wow, okay, those cran cannons are not hitting their shots. Hopefully that's just because of the friend or foe, because this guy is kind of in the way. Oh, look at all that healing capabilities. Yes. Marauder is down, and we have won the battle. Beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. Ah, so we meet again, River Rat. Well, look at you. You've gone and made yourself almost into a man. Got a bit of scruff on your chin now, do ya? Now I want to be known what you're thinking. Wait, what? Now I know what you be thinking. Ah, okay, pirate speak. That here's your chance to get your revenge for what I did to your parents and for taking that ship. Well, life's just tough, now ain't it? Besides, you don't stand a chance against me. I've already learned so much from those shiny technologies on that old boat that I've applied them onto my own prowler, who now runs in these waters. You best just run along now if you know what's good for you, or do you think you're up to take on your own pal? Sal. Okay. Well, I mean, I think we're up to the task. Just judging on this giant ship here, I think we're okay. But but apparently he disagrees with me. So, oh, it looks like he might be moving in his forces. Let's get our fleet repositioned, because they're kind of everywhere at the moment. Looks like we've only got one ship with damage, which is that wooden missile boat that was kind of just chilling. So that's fine. But we now have another resource zone captured, and the Onyx Watch is also helping us out here by taking their zones and forcing their ships back in here. I think we could help the Onyx Watch by pincering up in here. That's going to be good. Okay. So, begin the next battle. Ships. Alright, so I have my battle cruiser positioned so that it can take most of the enemy fire, and I have my wooden missile boats kind of going around here, so hopefully they can get to the sides and get some juicy shots as the battleship, other battleship that is, protects them. So, with a little bit of battle damage from the recent engagement, let's engage these two enemies. Ooh, we got a flyer, and it looks actually pretty sick. I like that. I like that design a lot. Too bad it's kind of gone straight for our battle cruiser, which is being very, very much protected by the wooden missile cruisers as she prepares to fire upon the Marauder, it looks like. Ooh, let's watch these cram cannons do their thing. This is going to be pretty good if it hits. Ooh, and it looks good. And it missed. I'm going to have to do something about those targeting systems. They're just not seemingly working too well. It's probably because I have an older system of stuff on there that I was using because I didn't really know what I was doing a whole lot with the detection systems at the time of building this. And, ooh, a couple of hits there. Doing pretty well, but the ship was already sinking, so that's battle finished. Our fleet is still doing really strongly, and really, these things are just so good against everything. It's kind of insane. But it's good to see that our battlecruiser can pull its own punches when it hits things. Actually, I think, because these things are not very good. These are like World War II technologies. Ooh, what's over here? Oh, this is definitely like that captain guy's fleet or something. They're definitely moving in on us. Oh, we should just have our battlecruiser kind of walk into them and blow them up. Alright, so... Yep. Okay, we're just going to go straight into another battle. This is going to be an episode about just steamrolling the Deepwater Guard. Sorry there, I had a bit of a notifications that I had to get rid of, so we're back now, and looks like we've got a Felix Flieger B5 Geier. That's a mouthful of German-sounding words. Sounds like a bomber. 43,000 materials. That's a really big airplane, really. It looks like bigger than most of our ships. We have the Prowler, which is the flagship. Okay, we have a Kalmar, and we have a little tiny Corsair in the back. This shouldn't be too bad. Actually, let's position it as close to their flagship as we can. Okay, whoa. And our ship decided to spawn floating. Ooh. First off, we've gotten a couple hits on their enemy prowler, and our battlecruiser is going to town against Captain Sal. Ooh, it might be ending up in a ram here soon. Now, these cram cannons are pretty fast firing for what they are. They're 2,000 millimeters, and they fire every 14 and apparently ricochet, but fire every 14 seconds and do quite nice amounts of damage, as you can see here. That kind of just tore open the side of this guy's ship. So, hopefully our turrets can figure out that they can aim. Oh, and they did. And, oh, there goes the rest of his ship. So much for your mighty prowler, Captain Sal. You are now sinking. Goodbye. Oh, it always fills me with great joy. There goes the other ship, too. A little bit of lag spikes here and there, so it's interesting. But, oh, here's a little Corsair, I believe it was called. Do we even see their airplane? Oh, it's over there. It's still bombing things. Ah, I see we're shooting at it with the main cram cannons. I'm going to have to really mess with this ship's AI to get it right, so that'll be an interesting prospect. Ooh, there goes the bomber plane. Doing a nice job by our missile cruisers, support ships and all, and our lovely other battleship here, taking some punches. Yeah, we got rammed, though, there, so let's see what the damage is like. Oh, it's already almost fixed up. Well, good job, my character, and the repair bots that we had on this thing. Dang. Dang right there. Isn't that satisfying? All those ships just kind of going by. Alright. Let's set up a resource point here, and then let's continue our push onwards. So, quick little battle here against their resource outpost that they've got here. We're just going to have our couple of ships. We're just going to actually have the battlecruiser alone in this particular fight until we can either pull it out or whatever we need to do. But we're testing out kind of the AI here to see what's going on. Because we know this thing's tough as nails and it's got absolute loads of power. But we're just not seeing very good cram cannon accuracy. And it looks like those are going to miss no matter what because that ship is too damaged. Or structure, rather. Oh, they actually hit, and they did some, got pretty close there. But still, that's not close enough. And this airship is trying to bomb us? I don't know. They're getting shot down. Look at all that AA fire. Look at that flak power. Battlecruiser can just solo these people. And hopefully they don't run into an island, but I'm not too worried if they do, because that means that there's no chance it'll sink. Oh yeah, look at that. Excellent. And there goes their airship thing. So let's see if our cram cannons will focus fire properly. Looks good. Looks pretty good. AA guns absolutely shredding these wooden targets. And oh, there goes the cram cannons. Excellent damage on the explosive side of things, and it just opened that up so we can start tearing it apart. How are our secondary guns doing? Oh, they've been hit, at least on this side, but they're being repaired really fast. So that's good to know that we have extremely fast repair. I'm really confused by this. Oh, it's the base under the turret that's decided to pop up. Apparently we are also fighting civilians, which I'm totally fine with. This is not a war crime or anything to just nuke somebody's basement with a cram cannon. Yeah, that's fine. Also completely fine. You're an enemy, so you must be vanquished. And more crams coming in. Oh, full salvo. And it's, yeah, I'd safe to say it's dead. Ooh, here comes an airship gantry with an, is that a Atlas? It is an Atlas, isn't it? Yes, it is the Atlas. I would love to have an airship in my fleet because I'm really bad at making them. But I don't know that the Atlas would exactly be the best idea. Cram cannons focusing on the proper target instead of the Atlas because I don't know that they'd ever bother to hit the Atlas. Let's see. Our AA guns are doing a Good job of focusing that. Can we... How do you... Is it... Oh, it's Q, isn't it? To all target. Now everything's going to target this. It appears that we have beached ourselves. Ooh, cram mortars hitting our B turret there. So that's... I didn't know they had those. Good design on you, Deepwater Guard. If my ship would actually like to, I don't know, turn at some point? Turn your guns. Fine, I'll do it for you. Where's... Oh, it's nighttime. Can't see anything. I think we're still going to take the cake in this battle regardless of what they're doing. Oh, and they're coming in for another ram, so let me just shoot off their ram spike things. Oh, I fell off. Alright, I'm capturing this thing. No, stop firing, stop firing. I want to capture, I want to capture. Make short work of these AA guns, and I'll be back in a sec if I've managed to capture this or not. So it appears that we have actually managed to capture this Atlas, which is excellent because now I'll have another airship in the fleet to be able to, I don't know, kind of learn what they're all about and build upon it, so that's good. Hopefully withdrawing it didn't just delete it, but that's okay. I will, if it did, I guess I'll just grab a blueprint out of the old blueprints file, and should we just delete that? How much is that worth? Should I capture it? Yeah, it's not worth capturing. Alright, open fire. Glad to see our cram cannons decided to start working again. Although they are doing a very poor job of anything. Let me know if you have any cram cannon tips, and if there's should just replace them with advanced cannons, let me know as well, because I will do that. Oh, and there we go. The battle is won. We have destroyed the remainder of their forces here. Excellent. Good to know that the battlecruiser can do it alone. Oh, awesome as well. The Atlas has not deleted itself. Let's get that ship unbeached really quickly. Oh, it appears to be doing it itself. That's okay. We will unbeach it, and we will add the Atlas to the fleet of doom. Ooh. Hey. Fortress is the base of all the factions' power. It is from here that the fleets are produced. Ooh, okay. Maybe we can make a farm out of that. I don't know. There's quite a lot of enemies that we could just straight up farm. Anyway, let's see. Atlas is at 85. Dude, our repair situation is crazy. These ships are just absolutely... Here you go. Here's $1.5 billion resource. Let's see. Atlas is out of material? Why are these both out of material? Why are we all out of material? What is happening here? And as we can see, our entire fleet on this one little ship, clearly we're going to lose. Yep. And now it's good to see we've got an airship in our fleet. Even though it is stolen, the Atlas is... Well, I think this is a good hull to build on. What do you guys think? Let me know. I think I'll definitely build off this ship in the future. Make a nice metal variant of it. So that's excellent. And then this has 4 of the wooden missile cruisers for our battle cruiser. Excellent. We will go down to the south and destroy their enemy base. And it looks like it might be on a resource zone as well. Ooh. So let's go ahead and fight these guys here. And then we'll continue our push with the battle cruiser. I don't even think we have to spectate this fight, because to be honest, it's a 6,000 resource enemy versus our original battle fleet. So yeah, pull all, and you guys can continue. Oh, do you have enough materials? Actually, let's go back here. Let's make sure that your resources are set to, I don't know, 5%. So that's fine. And then times 10. Let's have these guys capture just this zone here. And then let's have our other battleship just keep getting replenished. What is this? I don't know what that is. Hopefully it's not scary. Either way, we can divert our forces. So let's actually see what this enemy is. If I can. There we go. There's the spawn in button. and begin the battle. Hopefully, this is something really easy to kill, because otherwise that would be a little bit awkward. Ooh, it is definitely an airship. It just... Is this just an Atlas? Is this not what we have? Wait, why are we shooting an Atlas? Oh. Oh. Oh, my lord. Why are we shooting our own Atlas, I say, as it's... Wait, were our missiles shooting our own airship? I don't think they were, right? No, okay, okay. They do have identify friend or foe. They're just not very smart. But that's okay. We've got this ship. It actually looks like a ship that we took down earlier that I wanted to capture. So I'm not even going to try. Wow, this is some bloom. I'm going to turn that down, everybody. Okay, that's a little bit better. Ooh, our Atlas appears to have touched down in the water. Our battleship is continuing to fire away, and our Atlas is just getting in there. Come on, get your cram cannons away that did so much damage to the battlecruiser. Ooh, no, we're gonna ram instead, apparently. I see, it's because we've lost a single propeller that we can't really maintain altitude. Okay, this is a little bit laggy. Let me turn down my graphics settings really quick for y'all. Ooh, and there goes their ship. We appear to have won that battle pretty easily. Not much damage was taken, although the Atlas is in major need of an upgrade. I think I will send this ship back, actually. We're going to pull you out of action. Pull all, please. Let's go ahead and pull the Atlas out of action and send it back to our region. We'll send it there. It doesn't have to go too far. And we will make sure that our battlecruiser fleet is ready to go. And I'm going to defeat a couple more of these tinier enemies around here. That's incredibly small. Isn't it? Is it not incredibly small? Oh my god, that's like the smallest thing I've ever seen. What does it even cost? 3,000 materials? Okay. I'm going to steamroll a couple more enemies here, and hopefully I will be back when I get to the Deepwater Guard's main base with the primary battle fleet. So it appears that during our last push towards their enemy base, which is around here, the Deepwater Guard have sent a whole slew of the enemies that they had camping up here down to try and stop us through this push through the channel. Kind of like the Bismarck and the Hood, historically. We have a couple of lighter enemies and a couple of slightly stronger enemies, but they will be no match for the power of our battlecruiser combined with 4 of our missile cruisers. So I'm going to go ahead and spawn in on our battlecruiser, and we shall see how well the Deepwater Guard fares. Okay. Nice clear day as well, so our cram cannons should be able to actually hit something. Although they don't appear to be... I know what's happening. The turrets don't have limits set on the tower, so they think that they can just go through each other in the tower. That's what's happening. Okay, I will definitely fix that before next episode, as that will very much hamper our cram cannon performance. However, this is going to be a very long-ranged battle, as we have one enemy over there, and they were allowed to call in 4 of their enemies over here, including this tiny, tiny little sea viper, which is really, really interesting design. I think we've killed one of these before with just like 80 million advanced or basic cannons there that won't even reach our ships. Missiles coming in for the sky attack target. I wish we could just target this guy. How about we do that, guys? How about that? Let's make sure that the battlecruiser can move around. I believe I turned that off because of issues that we had. All these missile boats. But you're not firing here. Fire at this guy. Okay, well, I suppose I did just tell them to fire on that guy, but that's okay. They're firing anyway, so that's good. Hopefully this doesn't have like a nuclear bomb on it or anything. That would be quite bad. I don't think it did the last time we killed one. I don't think so. It's so small. Even our smaller craft are just ignoring it, and our big ship is like, let me get a lucky hit. Let me get a cram cannon shot. Oh, dude, that is so imposing. Just looking at that coming towards you, that's incredible. I love this game. If you couldn't already tell, ooh, looks like we took out another one of their ships. Yes, we did. We're scoring some near misses on this ship with the crams, but our AA guns are finishing them off very nicely. As for this enemy over here, well, he's not faring well at all. What is this called? The Jacob's Scorn, with a purpley missing texture looking ram scoops on it. And there it goes. Well, we have fought off the last counterattack before we push into their main base. They might send out this fleet here, although I don't believe that they are well within enough range to actually get us. So, yes, okay, we are perfectly good to go. Our northern fleet is defending quite well. As you can see, the Atlas has Atlas is over here. Atlas has made it back to our primary sending off point, and our cargo vessel is coming up here with some supplies to help out the fleet. So let's bring our fleet to bear on their enemy fortress, and it doesn't look like they're going to defend it very well. Hopefully this is not too bad of a steamrolling fight. Alright, the final battle against the Deepwater Guard has come. Our southern fleet, which appears to have not loaded in one of the missile boats because of the sheer amount of stuff that's on the map currently, versus their main fortress base, a couple of flyers that they had around, and a surface fleet that they had in wait, which they were actually able to get into the battle. So this will make for some interesting fighting. Please excuse the lag on a side note. Very mean-looking blimp called the Falkenheim, taking a lot of damage here. It looks like she might be in the process of going down, actually. Really cool-looking ship. I should make a blimp ship or two. It appears as though our Control R is on. Let me turn that off. There we are. Much nicer. They have a little strike drone. Oh, that is so awesomely cute. 2 missile pods on a side of like a tiny little plane. We totally need to make stuff like this. It appears as though our battlecruiser is driving itself hard to stay above the water, which we don't have any major flooding issues, so it must just be because of the waves. It looks like a storm is a-brewing. Missile boat's doing an incredible job. Looks like this little guy failed to drop his payload, so that's too bad. Ooh. This guy didn't, though. That's way too much damage for the little guy there. Looks like their other fleet is raining down some hellfire from afar. But our main goal is this base right here. If we can take this out, we can destroy the entirety of the Deepwater Guard. And it looks like our missiles are incoming for just that reason. Alright, look at that damage. Yes, we've already taken out their radio tower and their communications centers. So it looks like their whole gantry is about to fall apart and collapse in on itself. Their tower is not doing too well either, though it is being healed by some structures on the Moray. At least I believe that's what this is called, right? Airship gantry? Yes, it is the airship gantry Moray. So the Moray is trying to heal up that cannon, but the cannon is kind of useless. The rest of their fleet is a Prowler, a couple of Vanguards, and Jacob's Scorn, if I remember correctly, is coming in. Ah, there we go. The Deepwater Guard main fortress has been destroyed. Cram cannons coming in for their cannon. Oh, and it's an instant kill. That's what I like to see from my ships. Their water tower is trying to heal the rest of their fortress. Well, that's not going to work, is it? Water tower being focused down now, and of course we're going to commit war crimes here in a second, I'm sure. Oh, actually, our main cannons are focused on the ships over here, which is pretty cool. I think we will focus on the Prowler simply because it's the most likely to be able to hit. Because, I mean, you're not going to be able to hit that from that range. Come on, cram cannons. Come on. Oh, scratch one for us again. Looks like we have scored a major cram cannon hit on the side of this ship's armor. I don't think our missiles can get range at this distance. Although they are trying, they don't appear to be able to, Ooh, actually, they might be able to hit this now. Might be in range. No, the missile timeout just doesn't work for some of them. Oh, but that's incredibly effective when it does hit. Cram cannons? Hit the front of the bow. Didn't really do much damage as it was in the water. These ships are just not really meant for ocean-going travel, are they? They're kind of just look like a riverboat because of their low freeboard, which is just here. Just 2 meters of freeboard before you hit the deck. Not a bad design overall, just not effective against what I'm putting out. And there goes the mighty Prowler, sinking into the abyss. Or falling apart into the abyss, I suppose. So it is now up to this lonely Vanguard? Vanguard, yes. To fight off our entire fort. Fort? Forces, that's the word I'm looking for. Oh, well, no, there's another one. Okay. It appears as though our battlecruiser and several of the other ships have beached themselves. Why don't we actually take command for once? And, ooh, bad deck armor hitting there, but as you can see, the triple armor scheme is doing very well. Our secondary gun, of course, knocked out because that's just what they do for whatever reason. I will cut really quickly and be back if the battle's over, and I'll be back if I can get this ship into control. And there goes the last enemy. What a relief. And it looks as though they have another outpost here, the Davy Jones outpost. So maybe this is not the end of the Deepwater Guard as of now. Although we are getting close. We are getting very, very close. What's over here? Ah, they don't have anything over here. What are these? Lightning hoods. Who are those people? Look kind of weird. Anyway, the Deepwater Guard has been reduced to this tiny area of the map by us and the combined forces of the Onyx Watch, so good on them for helping us out like true brothers would. So, this is all of their fleets. This is everything that they have left, and these are very tiny strength enemies. Other than this base here and the base up here. Fishing village. Which actually looks like it's out of their it's out of their boundaries as far as capture zones are concerned. But we have just struck a major blow to the Deepwater Guard today. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of From the Depths. I hope you'll join me for the next episode, whenever that may be. So for now, this is goodbye.